On center ice, puck is down and we're underway. Puck bounces into Rebels territory. Ethan Newton's on it quickly at bottom of the right circle. Goes around the Red Deer net with it to the left half wall. Newtons drops it off towards Cade Stangram. Pokes it back to the hash marks. Alexei Chichkin will bang it across the blue line and out to center. Tigers with it at their own blue line. Vaisinen drops it off to Mihonen. He'll lug it across center ice himself. Passes right wing side to Stangram. Stangram rims it around the Red Deer net. Kate McCann picks it up on left wing center. Is cut off by Kuzma. Got it to the line, but not out. Vaisinen on right wing. He'll take it down low himself. Into the slot. Vaisinen tries a pass. It goes wide. Calder Varga banks it off the boards. Doesn't get it out, however. Tigers kick it ahead, but now Varga's got it. He scored a beauty on a power play the other night versus Everett. Lugs it in well. But the Tigers win this face-off. And Vaisinen will fire at the length of the ice. Condro will play it. And the Rebels come up right wing. Sopiars over to Yaremko up the middle. Tries a shot. Save made by Casey. Code's going to come in to take it. Puck goes back to the corner. Tigers fired up the right wing boards, and once again it'll find its way all the way down into Red Deer territory. Rebels across center, up right wing, Sopiars. He's out of Edmonton, former Prince George Cougar, puts it in behind the Medicine Hat net. Puck tied up along the end boards as it's dug loose by Anderson, scoops it over to Sopiars on right wing. Makes one man miss, he'll take it down low, drops it back to the high slot. Lisi shot, rips it high and wide, rebound comes to the near wall. Tigers are on it from there, and they'll lug it across center as Andrew Basha chips it in. His first game against the Red Deer Rebels this season since returning to Medicine Hat from the Calgary Wranglers of the AHL. Yellowwaga darts across the Tigers' line. So the Tigers had to make room for him by trading Misha Volotowski to Vancouver for a couple of picks. McSwain on his left wing for Red Deer. Banks the puck ahead, but it goes into the Rebels bench instead. 14-17 left to go in the first. Tigers win the draw. Brizgalov shoots, blockered away by Condro. Rebound to the right wing. Lodge banks it off the boards, cut off by Basha. Tries to squeeze past Brigley. Gets the puck into the slot. Rebels get it there. McSwain ahead to Lodge. Settles the bouncing puck down enough to get it out to center before the Tigers take it back. Basha builds up speed along center. Brings it right up the middle. Poke checked. Tried to get in through 4 Rebels defenders. Couldn't make that work. Puck goes in behind the Red Deer net. Chichkin plays it up the right wing side. A Rebels player knocked down. Puck goes to center. Van Mulligan's going to rip it back in. Chichkin on his left wing. Slows it down. Puck out to center to McSwain. Got it to the Medicine Hat line. The Rebels will finish off a line change. 13:33 left to go in the first. Tigers enter the zone. Mihonen drops it off centering feed. Goes off the stick of Cade Stangram and into the corner. Stangram collides with Matej Mikes. They both go to the ice. Tigers dig the puck loose. Centering feed knocked out of the slot by Yellowwaga. Puck comes to the near half wall. Kuzma chips it away, but Vaisinen keeps it in. Puck at the left point. Mihonen with it. Shot through traffic. Goes off a body. Doesn't get through. Matej Mikes is on it for Red Deer. Up the left wing. Puck bounces out through the neutral zone as we come up on the 7-minute mark of puck out. Paul Anderson gets to center and dumps it in. So the Rebels could take a brief pause for the cause here after some Tigers pressure. Benally steal the puck. Sopiar is almost able to feed it to Hamilton, who would have been alone right in front of the Tigers net. But Medicine Hat brings it the other way. Puck into the left corner for McSwain. It's in his feet. Tigers scoop it out to the slot. Shot from Cousins, sticked away by Condro. Luke Cousins, the former Lethbridge Hurricane, out for this shift for Medicine Hat as the puck is deflected to center. Sopiar is going after it, takes a high hit from Vaisinen as he was reaching for the puck. Play continues. 10:33 to go in the period. Tigers enter the zone. Pass up ahead, knocked out of the way by Condro. Cousins tried to center. Puck bounces over to Brizgalov. Short pass over to the left wing corner. Andrew Basha trying to fight off Brigley. Puck goes to the corner. Chichkin trying to get it for Red Deer, but Basha has it in the slot, drops it off. Mihonen shot, rips it wide to the right side. It was a nice setup by Basha, but Mihonen missed the net by a fair margin. Rebels get the puck out to center. Lodge battling for it with 10:10 to go in the period. We've got a good stretch here without a whistle. Great pace so far in this hockey game. Shots now 9-2 in favor of Medicine Hat, though, on the Supplement King shot clock, but we stay tied at 0. Lodge with it for Red Deer. Clears it out to center. Puck briefly into Medicine Hat territory. Tigers win the draw. Puck back to the point. Liam Ruck holds, shoots, blocked, and the Rebels will pick it up. Patrick Sopiars darts across center. Dumps it in from there. Carter Casey falls behind his net. Rebels pick up the loose puck to the corner. DeWitt right side, backhand, and the Rebels strike first. It's 1-0. Tigers dump it into Red Deer's end. That will be icing against Medicine Hat. Would take the draw. He's still out there with Sopiars and Hamilton. Wins it clean. Puck back to Chichkin at the blue line. Just off Hamilton, shot from the left point, goes off of Vicenen and well wide of the Medicine Hat net.
21, Beckett Hamilton! His 18th goal, 43rd point of the season, assisted by number 15, Owen DeWitt. Time of that goal, 11:02.
Puck into the right corner in Red Deer territory. Davidson behind the net takes a bump from Hamilton on the back check. Tiger center out front, shot save made by Condra, point blank off Liam Ruck. Check that, Marcus Ruck, who's got the puck now at the point. Another shot through traffic, doesn't get through. Condra's biggest save of the game so far right there on Marcus Ruck. Puck back in behind the Red Deer net. Davidson centers. Liam Ruck, shot save made by Condra again as he fights that one off. Rebels are being heavily outshot in this first period, but they have the lead with under 8 minutes to go in the first period. And the Rebels can get it a wholesale line change now with 32 seconds left to go on this Carstar penalty kill. Wu glides to the red line, bumps it back. Tigers now enter the zone, but it's cut off by Chatty, who pokes it to center. Good job there by the first-year Rebels blue liner, former Grand Prairie Storm. Cousins darts across the Red Deer line, plays it right wing side for Vicenen. Vedi Vicenen, tied up by a couple of Rebels, who managed to get the puck out to center. Tigers dump it in, puck behind the Red Deer net, just a couple seconds left in the Rebels penalty, comes to the right half wall, puck stopped there by Vicenen. He'll take his time, penalty's over. Tigers still have it, however, Vicenen's shot goes off a stick wide of the Red Deer net. So Red Deer, a successful first penalty kill for Carstar here this evening. 5:35 to go in the period, Vicenen's shot, save, rebound, sitting right on top of the crease. Now it slides in, out for this draw. Puck comes to the right point now to Nate Yelawaga. Plays it to the right wing to Yaremko. Back to Yelawaga at the right point. Left side for Lisi. Left wing, puck goes off a stick into the corner. Rebels against. Scored the eventual game winner last Saturday in the 5-2 win over the Moose Jaw Warriors. Matoush Lisi with it, up the right wing, finds Paul Anderson. Anderson on a nice little run, points in his last 3 games for Red Deer and 4 of his last 5 overall. Tigers get the puck to the point, but it's held in by Sopiars. But going the first. Yaremko across center, passes right wing. Paul Anderson chips it ahead. It slides in behind the net. Anderson to it first for Red Deer, brings it up the left wing. Stops, chips it into the corner, finds Sopiars with the pass. He's tied up by Schaefer Gordon Carroll. Puck bouncing around behind the Tigers net. Gordon Carroll's got it. Passes up ahead. Left wing, Tigers enter the zone. Centering feet out front, goes off a leg, never got through. Stengram spins and shoots. That one goes off the outside of the Red Deer net. 2:12 to go in the first period. Puck in the right corner in Rebels territory. Schaefer Gordon Carroll tries a short side move, but can't get past Yaremko. Puck is in behind the net, now centered. Backhand off the stick of Stengram, off the outside of the Red Deer net once again. Under 2 to play in the period. Puck deep in Rebels territory. Gordon Carroll finds it on the left wing. Spins, shoots, it goes well wide. Puck deflects into the slot. Sopiars had it in his feet, able to kick it over to Yaremko. Yaremko late in his shift, will get to center, and he will dump it into Tigers territory so the Rebels can get some badly needed fresh legs on. And Davidson, the goal scorers from period number 1. Tigers control the draw. Buhonen over to Vicenen. Pass up the right wing. Liam Ruck deflects the puck into Red Deer territory. Rebels get a quick clear. Second assist has been added onto that Medicine Hat goal. We'll get to that in a moment as the puck stays in Tigers territory for the moment. And now Medicine Hat crosses center and dumps it in. Puck into the right corner in Red Deer's end. So they have the puck. Oh, shot scores. What a snipe there by Rebels win the draw. Chichkin shot blocked. Rebound comes up to center, and it's a foot race. As Nate Yelawaga comes out, gets some help from Condro. Puck comes into the near corner. As Rebels get to that puck before Liam Ruck could collect it. Rebels clear to center. Mike battling for the puck alongside Jonas Wu. Now the Ruck brothers on the ice. Davidson takes it down low, backhand, tried to tuck it in on the forehand, but a good save made by Condro as he took that pass from Marcus Ruck and got a scoring opportunity. Now Davidson picks it up behind the net. He's got one of Medicine Hat's 2 goals so far in this game. Puck along the far boards, now into the corner. Along the goal line. Drop pass, shot, save made by Condro off Liam Ruck from about the right face-off circle. Now Liam Ruck picks up the pass. Drops it off near the right point. Wu, he's going to take it to the net himself. Wu, shot, save, Condro, rebound, forced to the corner. Rebels on their heels a little bit here as the Tigers come looking for more. Paul Anderson can't clear, puck tied up along the boards. It'll bounce loose to Yaremko. His short pass intercepted by Wu. Shot, blocked. Chichkin got in the way of that one. Wu picks up the puck in the right corner. Makes a couple of fancy moves, finds some space, brings it up, backhand save, Condro, rebound. Rebels can't pick up the loose puck as the Tigers are all over him. Centering feed, Liam Ruck looks for some space, drops it off for Wu. Gets the shot away, blocked away by Condro. Tigers' skill starting to show itself on this shift as Schaefer Gordon Carroll keeps it in now. The Rebels finally get it clear. Michael Mike gets to center, takes a bump, but is able to dump it in as we near the 4-minute mark of Yelawaga and Chichkin out there for Red Deer as well. Wu plays the puck up left wing, bounces off the glass. Davidson tries to reach for it and gets it to center. Marcus Ruck, top left circle, he'll hold, he'll shoot, block, puck does trickle in, but didn't get there in time, and Medicine Hat able to pick it up with 9:48 to go in the period. Tigers dump it in. Puck slides in behind the Red Deer net. Nate Yelawaga there to pick it up. Points in 8 of his last 10 games for the Rebels' first-year blue liner out of Calgary. Rebels tagged for right. Face off to the left side of Matthew Condrell. Tigers win it. Weissman drops it off for Gordon Carroll, but a good read there by Owen DeWitt knocks the puck out to center. Mahonen back in his own end, fires it ahead. And this time Medicine Hat will be going to take the draw now against Matei Mikes, who wins the draw for Red Deer. Puck back to the right corner. Lisi retreats around his net. Tries to pass up left wing. Lodge pressured quickly but is able to clear. Puck gets to the Tigers line. Wu is on it there. Bumps it up to Brizgalov. Brizgalov tied up by Mikes. Brigley almost stole it from him. Instead, the Tigers play the puck around their net. Basha chips it up left wing as Yelawaga helps keep it in. Brigley up the right wing side. Tried to get past Basha, but he stole it from him. And he clears it up the other way now to Cousins. He'll take it on the left wing side. Cousins centers out front. Brizgalov drops it off. Basha shot. Puck trickles wide off a deflection past the Red Deer net. It stays 2-1 Tigers with 8 minutes to go in period number 2. Wu knocks down Yelawaga away from the puck. No call coming. Fans want one but aren't going to get it. As the puck goes in behind the Red Deer net. 7:50 to go in the period. Puck through the neutral zone. Davidson with it. Gets to center, loses it there. Nice read by Calder Varga. He scoops it over to Yaremko, gets across the Tigers line. Yaremko tries a long shot, it's deflected over. Moss puts it behind his net to Jonas Wu. Puck to the neutral zone. Rebels pick it up. Yelawaga. Quick give and go with Matush Lisi. Now Cameron Kuzma deflects the puck in just wide of the Medicine Hat net. Medicine Hat scoops it up there. Parr on his left wing. Pokes it ahead to the line, and now the Tigers come across center. Gordon Carroll into Red Deer territory. Fights off Yelawaga. Tries a backhand pass out front. Goes back to Gordon Carroll off a deflection. Parr can't get to it. Now Gordon Carroll keeps it in at the blue line. Stumbles. Hamilton can't scoop it out, but does get some support from Lisi. Lisi darts across the Medicine Hat line. Passes off to the right wing. Sopiars winds up. Fires. A lot of heat on that shot. And Carter Casey fights it off. Knocks it over top of the net. Puck goes to the near right corner. Sopiars ties up alongside a Medicine Hat defender. 5 minutes to go in this second period. Puck at the right point. Yelawaga skates to the middle. He'll shoot. Blockered away by Casey. Had a clean. Rebels win the draw. Lodge shot deflected by Van Mulligan. Out of Andrew Basha on the faceoff. Puck to the corner. Brizgalov's going to be tied up by Cohen Lodge. Brizgalov does fight him off and passes ahead to Basha. Into Red Deer territory up the middle. Basha drops it off for Cousins. Drops it off at the right point. Van Mulligan picks up that pass. Left point now for Steen. He'll take a look. He'll put it toward the net, but it's blocked by Lodge. Puck into Tigers territory. Steen over to Van Mulligan. Back to Steen. Fires it up ahead, but it's cut off by Lodge. Right pass for Brigley. Top of the circle. Brigley in. Backdoor feed just out of the reach of Lodge. Would have been a tap in that pass. Missed by a couple of centimeters. Basha into Red Deer territory. High right slot. Van Mulligan shoots. Rebels block it. Rebound held in by Weissinen. Over to Van Mulligan. Rips the one-timer, but his stick shatters. And the Rebels will be able to clear as a result. Brigley taking a big bump to get that puck out to center. Now Mike steals. Trying to get past Weissinen. Mikes will put the puck in behind the net. Both teams put some fresh legs out there with 93 seconds to go in the period. Rebels pass misfires. Tigers able to dump it in one more time. Condro's going to leave it behind the net. Coming up at the second intermission, we will have the Bearcom second period report. Later we go around the WHL for Cosmos Bottle Depot. Lisi and Yelawaga. Rebels win this faceoff. Lisi gets to the blue line himself. Tries to poke it ahead past Wu, but can't. Rebels steal the puck back. Right slot centering feed was almost through to Anderson. If that pass gets through, he's in alone from the hash marks. But the Tigers intercept that pass and get the puck out to center. Last minute to play in the second period. Yelawaga up the left wing. Bit of speed. Van Mulligan dives, knocks the puck into the corner. Yelawaga got a piece of it. Puck went high in the air. Tigers will intercept and fire at the length of the ice. Still 40 seconds left in the Red Deer power play, but Still looking for their first shot on goal in this man advantage. Second shot on goal, excuse me. Sopiars passes up the middle. Yaremko to the high slot. He's poke check, puck stolen by Basha. Pokes it up ahead now. Cousins shorthanded. Drops it off for Basha. Into the slot. Toe drag. Shot. Save. Condro. And then Basha bowls. Boy, it looked all but certain that the Rebels were going to fire that puck into a mostly open Tigers net. But Medicine Hat able to escape that Rebels scoring chance. We're a minute into period number 3. Sopiar's up right wing. Shot from Anderson out of the slot. Rebound off the end boards. Comes all the way back to the left point to Yelawaga. He'll play it left wing to Sopiars. Plays it into the corner. Now for Paul Anderson. Chips it back to Sopiars. Anderson, left corner for Red Deer. Takes a look. Brings it back to the point. Yelawaga one-timer. Scores! Nate Yelawaga's point shot finds its way home. It's another power play goal for the Rebels. And Yelawaga makes it 3-2 Red Deer. Nate Yelawaga. Quick shot from the left point, goes off a body and in. And the Red Deer Rebels cash in on back-to-back power play goals. We're a minute 20 into the third period, and the Rebels are up 3-2. As Yelawaga rips it home for goal number 7 on the season. 3-2 Red Deer now to start this third period. Puck in the neutral zone. Tigers have it inside their own blue line. We'll wait for the official announcement, but it did look like Nate Yelawaga's point shot deflected off a Medicine Hat player and in against Andrew Basha. Tigers bring the puck around their net, and upright wing Cousins bumps it back to Wu.
Goal scored by number 7, Nate Yelawaga.
Wu up the left wing, drops it back to the high slot. Brizgallo fake shoots, scores. Right wing, Cousins bumps it back to Basha. He's got speed to the Red Deer line. He'll take a look, drops off, left circle, shot. Brizgallo breaks his stick on the play, and the Rebels pick it up as a result. Yelawaga's going to lead the rush across center. Gets to the Tigers line, stops on right wing. He'll put the puck behind the net. 5:12 gone in the period. Puck along the left wing boards in the Tigers zone. Basha back to it, drops it to Van Mulligan. Right wing side to Cousins, who has an assist tonight. Steen joining the play, across the center, dumps it in. Parr will give chase alongside Matoush Lisi. They tie up in behind the Red Deer net. 5.5 gone here in this third period. We're tied at 3. Puck in the right corner in the Rebel zone. Referee allows play to continue. Puck squirts loose. Mike lifts it in the air. It stays in play, but it's going to go to length of the ice. So it'll be an icing call against Red. Tigers win it. Left point Wu tries to spin away from Brigley. Wu drops it back. Quick give and go Liam Ruck. Wu floats it wide of the net. It goes in behind for Marcus Ruck. Try to pass out front. Finds the stick of Talon Brigley instead. He's able to get it to center. Puck tied up there for a moment. Drifts back into Red Deer's end. Rebels have it. Yelawaga lifts it in the air to center ice. Alley-oop pass trying to find Brigley. It bounces into Tigers territory. And it's kept in at the left point by Mikes. Matei Mikes up left wing. Takes it in behind the door for the first time this evening. As we go past the 7-minute mark here in the third period. Basha along his own blue line. Gets it over to Wu into Red Deer territory. Drops it back off to Basha on right wing. To the high right slot, Van Mulligan. He'll take it down into the corner. Takes a hard hit from Varga. Sends Van Mulligan to the ice with a crushing hit in the corner of Red Deer's end. By Medicine Hat with the puck. Basha at the left point. What a crushing hit that was from Calder Varga. Van Mulligan back up. No worse for wear after that hit as he has the puck in his own end. Minute 20 to go in the 4-on-4. Tigers enter the zone. Wu, right wing for Cousins. Takes it into the right corner. Drops it off for Basha. Gets some help from Wu. Wu tries to get it back to Basha on right wing. Andrew Basha surveys in the right corner. Watched by Yelawaga. Back over to Wu. Puck to the blue line. Van Mulligan can't hold it in. Rebels so far here in this third period, though. Marcus Ruck with it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kuzma right out of the box, gets the puck right at center, but he's stripped of it. And the Tigers get it inside Red Deer territory. Anderson gets a quick clear, but it goes right to Mahonen. Tigers bounce the puck deep in Red Deer territory. Lisi had a piece of it in the near corner, but now it goes toward the right point. Intercepted by Kuzma, however. He darts across center. Makes a nice pass to the right side, but just getting a stick on it was Mahonen. Otherwise, Anderson had room up the right wing side. Tigers are offside once again. And Basha on the faceoff. Red Deer wins this one. Yelawaga behind his net. Fires it up the middle. Mikes gets across his own blue line before he takes a hard hit. Good open ice check there from Steen, sends Mikes flying, but he's quickly back to the ice. Tigers dump the puck into the left corner. Matuszlisi back to get it. Rookie out of Slovakia gets it up the left wing. Lodge got a piece of it to the line. Mikes fights it to center from there. Pass ahead just off the skates of Talon Brigley. Yelawaga follows up, but Rizgalov, who has a goal in the third period, dumps it in. Lisi to the right corner. Puck takes a weird hop, but Yelawaga is able to chop it up ahead to Talon Brigley, who also has a goal tonight. Pass out to center. Lodge picks it up off the boards. Fights off Van Mulligan, and the Rebels will get in a line change. Hamilton stays out for the draw. Rebels able to dump it in. Van Mulligan behind the Medicine Hat net. Puck squirts loose to the slot. This time the Tigers are on it, and they'll clear it out to center. 7:50 to go in the third period. Casey in behind his net. Plays it to the right corner. Van Mulligan passes ahead.
Second of the game, scored by number 21, Beckett Hamilton. His 19th goal, 44th point of the season, assisted by number 20, Patrick Sopiars. Time of the goal, 11:57.
Puck deep in Medicine Hat territory with 7:25 to go in the third period. It's a 3-point game for Beckett Hamilton. And the Rebels lead this one 4-3. Tigers center it. Rebels get a piece of it from there. Brigley plays it left wing side to Nate Yelawaga. He'll lift it high in the air. Puck gets to center ice. Matej Mikes got a piece of it. Tigers scoop it up from there. We're at the right point as Basha tries to pull that puck back, but Matej Mikes has none of it. Gets it to the near corner. Rebels get the puck off the glass, and it does. And Mikes on the draw. Rebels win this one. They get it to the near boards. Mikes has his stick tied up, however. Can't get a clean play on it. Puck still along the near boards in the Rebels' end. Matej Mikes takes a spill, loses his stick. Rebels can't clear the loose puck. Brizgalov shoots, save made by Condro. Puck along the far half wall now as the Tigers pour on the full court press here, looking for the game-tying goal. 5:38 to go in this third period. Shot save Condro once again. Another whack at it. Another save made by Condro as that puck bounces in behind the Red Deer net. Comes off the end boards to Matej Mikes. Gets it to the left wing to Lodge. He spins but doesn't have enough time to clear that puck out. Basha has it now for Medicine Hat. Into the high slot. Basha right up the middle. Top of the left circle. Shoots through traffic. It deflects wide of the Red Deer net. Lodge has to be quick with it. He'll get it ahead to Talon Brigley. He can't clear, but the Rebels do finally follow up and get it out to center. But the Tigers are quickly on it. Back into Red Deer territory. Long shot, stick save made by Condro off the wrister from Wu. Davidson in the left corner. He's been real good tonight. Passes behind the net. Marcus Ruck pass out front. Rebels get it to the point, but not out. Kept in by Wu. Puck along the near boards. Shot attempt by Ruck. Tried to get the one-timer from the top of the right circle, but he found on it. Rebels hard off the boards. Can't clear. But following up on the play, Paul Anderson clears on the second try. 4:48 to go in the third period. 4-3. Rebels lead Medicine Hat. Puck at the left point. Shot. Condro save. Rebound. Rebels get it to the point, but not out. Right side now for Wu. Right wing, Van Mulligan shoots. Condro holds on. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Rebels leading 4-3. Basha across center. Gains the Red Deer line. Plays it right side, Marcus Ruck. Fires it back to the left point, but that pass saucers out to center. 30 seconds left in the Red Deer penalty. Marcus Ruck pokes it into the corner to brother Liam. Chops it back to Marcus Ruck on the right wing. Puck in behind the Red Deer net. Now along the near corner boards. Yelawaga ties his man up. Sopiar is battling for the puck. It squirts to the right point for Basha. On the right wing side, Marcus Ruck. Left slot, shot! Condro makes the save again. Rebounds loose in the slot. Rebels try and clear. They can't. Tigers trying to find it as well. Another shot whistled wide off the stick of Wu. Penalty comes to an end. Rebels back at full strength. Shot Medicine. Possession of overtime. Liam Ruck has it. Slowly pass up the left wing to Marcus Ruck. He'll take his time. Beckett Hamilton now out there for Red Deer along with Yelawaga and Varga as the Rebels get in a line change. Now the Tigers will do the same as Vedi Väisänen, a Utah Mammoth draft pick, gets the puck ahead to Cousins. Luke Cousins across the Red Deer blue line. On left wing, drops it off for Andrew Basha. Basha drops it off there for Väisänen. He takes it around the Red Deer net. Now he'll pull up in the left corner. Peels back. Instead with the pass now to Basha. Basha, he will go around the Red Deer net. Drops it off. Väisänen, bottom of the right circle. Takes it down low. Basha out front. Save made by Cousins and Väisänen. Rebels win the draw. Sopiars is going to skate it ahead himself. Looks for help. waits. Now he's going to peel back into his own zone with a pass to Yelawaga, who has a goal in tonight's game. That was his 7th of the season on an early third period power play. Right wing feed to Brigley. Across the Tigers line. He'll stop. He'll pass to the point. Yelawaga's going to keep it in now. He'll bring it to center. Patiently with it back inside his own end. 2:15 left to go in overtime. Each team with one scoring chance so far in this extra period. Beckett Hamilton, 3-point night, 2 goals and an assist. Circles back into his own end. Surveys patiently with it. He's going to drop it back to Calder Varga. Varga is going to lug it across the Tigers line up the left wing. Varga, bottom of the circle, stops in the corner, spins, slot, Hamilton, fans on a shot. Loose puck, Casey pokes it at Hamilton's reach. And now Hamilton steals it again. He's in the slot, shot blocked. Hamilton gets his own rebound, but it rolls off his stick. Puck back to the center ice area for Yelawaga. Oh, Beckett Hamilton with a glorious opportunity. 95 seconds left in OT. Varga with it. He helps set up Hamilton for that look from the slot. Varga gonna bring the puck back inside his own blue line. I think he's signaling that he wants to get in for a line change. Now gets territory. Looks for a lane up the middle. Marcus Ruck gets a shot. Pad save. Rebound denied by Condro. Another pass out front. Rebels intercept. And now Anderson is going to slide it over to Hamilton. Up the left wing. Hamilton top of the circle. Back there. Anderson scores! Paul Anderson, overtime winner! And the Red Deer Rebels defeat Medicine Hat 5-4! Paul Anderson takes that perfect pass from Beckett Hamilton, and he beats Carter Casey for the game winner with 38.8 seconds left to go in overtime. An absolute thriller to kick off the family day-long weekend here at the Marchant Crane Centrium. What a win for the Rebels as they get it done over Medicine Hat. 5-4 is your final score.